It is time to stop letting people's reactions ruin your conversations. And I know you're probably thinking, what does that even mean? What does he mean by that? Well, I'm talking to my overthinkers here. I'm talking to my eye contact avoiders. And yeah, I fall victim to that myself. I'm guilty, I'll be honest. But just imagine, you're just out, you just wanted to have a conversation with somebody or have a quick chat or tell them a story, and then you make eye contact with them, and then boom, you see it. There's a look of confusion, a look of disgust. It's a look that completely derails your train of thought. It can pretty much shift a conversation away from the point that you wanted to make. This look, I would say, it's more than just an expression. It seems like a judgment, like you're being judged in that moment. And you might even see them raise their eyebrows, their lips might tighten, their eyes might get bigger and bigger, and then it's just a split-second reaction that can just make you second guess everything that you wanted to say. It's enough to throw us off, and believe it or not, for some people, that look can upset you. It can upset a person. It can make them put up a guard, I would say. I would say, like, when it comes to being thrown off in these situations, though, everybody, they have their own reasons for it. But I would say this is more common in people that have anxiety or just simply lack the practice in having conversations. Because it is a practice. Talking to people, it's a practice. When you talk, you're essentially teaching your mind and your body how to respond and react in different situations. Like, you start to get the feel of what normal feels like in a conversation. I bring this up because I've struggled with people's reactions in the past. And I'm more of a visual learner, so let me paint a picture for what I'm trying to explain. Look, you're at an event or at a function, and then you find somebody that you've never met in your entire life, you've never seen them, and then you want to talk to them. Cool, okay, that sounds fun. But then you muster up enough courage, you think about what you want to say, you have a whole plan, and it seems like an indestructible plan. Okay, cool, you're ready. So then you start walking up to this person slowly but surely, and then right as you start speaking, boom, you glance at their face and it hits you. They're making a face that you just did not expect, and then you start thinking, you start going through all these scenarios in your head, like, man, did I say something wrong? Was it how I said it? I should have said this instead. Oh my brother, I cannot believe myself. But essentially, the conversation, it doesn't hit the same after that. It's not the same. The energy and the intent that you came in with for that conversation, it vanishes. It goes out the window, man. We worry about this because we want the other person to feel comfortable. Us as humans, that's our nature. We want people that we are talking to feel comfortable. It's just human nature, in my opinion. But this feeling, I would say, it often stems from past experiences and the desire to be accepted or understood. Simple. Like, maybe you've had situations in the past where you felt judged or misunderstood, and now you're just extra sensitive to people's reactions. But here's the thing. All you're doing is overthinking. When the whole time you don't understand or realize that maybe that person just makes faces. Maybe you've been in a situation where you've ran into this and you didn't once consider that this person just makes faces when they're nervous. Maybe that person was nervous. You're coming into their space. Don't forget that. So that's likely. It's very, very possible that's probably what happened. But us as people, we don't go to that. We're responsive, we're reactive. So I would say for those like people like myself that work from home, and I've worked from home for the last 5 years, it can be challenging. Like having to essentially, this is for people that don't communicate with people often, but having to relearn social cues when you go out there and chat with people, it's not easy. That is probably one of the most difficult things that I have done and am learning to do today. But guess what? I would say throughout these last few years, I think I found a fix. I think I figured it out. I think I've essentially found what works for me in these conversations or in these situations, and I wanted to share that with you today. Practice telling stories. Sounds simple, right? Because it is simple. Hold on, but is it easy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I want to say telling stories, it's helped me build up my confidence and my resilience. Like when I practice telling stories, I learn to focus on my narrative and not get distracted by other people's, their reactions, their faces, their responses. Because what is more important? Think about it. Like this helps me flow more natural in a conversation. And I've realized the more that I practice this, the less power that I gave the look. The less power I gave the look. Now looks like I missed a button here. Let me figure that out real quick. Sorry about that. But here's another thing that I'd say that can help. When someone else is speaking, try to make enough eye contact. And enough is the key word. Just try to make enough eye contact occasionally to show that you're listening while also maintaining your own comfort level. You don't have to stare them down. Just make like a brief eye contact just to show them that you're engaged, you know, like that will lead you, or that will take you a far distance if you just don't listen to anything from this video and just simply practice doing that. Simply practice doing that. Make just enough eye contact. Do not stare them down. That just enough eye contact, it goes leaps, it goes bounds. It will take you far. So let me leave you with that. I would say over time you'll start learning that this balance can help you feel more at ease while still being a good listener. So if you get the look at the start of you telling a story or having a conversation, don't let it mess with your energy. I'm gonna say it slower. Do not let that mess with your energy. Just keep going with confidence and just focus on your message, because that's what's important, right? What's important is your message. Remember, guys, you have the power to control the narrative, but you do not have the power to control their reactions or their responses. So I would say it is important to speak with conviction and let your words carry the impact that they deserve. Oh, and do not let the look silence.